chipmunks and rabbits, foxes, coyotes, beavers down by Mission Point. We have groundhogs, and well, the occasional sea otter comes and visits us on the island. Now, we do have snakes, but nothing poisonous. You'll be all right. Garter snakes, water snakes, milk snakes, brown snakes, and turtles. Now, we have deer, of course. They're not naturally occurring, though. You see when... Ho! Ho! We just ran out of fudge. Oh, that means it's noon. But, no, so the deer, what they'll do is the Lake Huron will freeze over in the winter. They'll sneak across the ice bridge. They'll get on the island, and then, well, when the spring comes, the bridge melts, and they're stuck here. Yes, deer can swim, but it's a 5-mile journey to the nearest shoreline, and Lake Huron gets a little rough sometimes. I do not think deer would make that trek, survive it really. So guys, they're just kind of here unnaturally, but they make it fit in. Now I have seen 2 of the deer on this island. We're not sure exactly how many we have this year, considering all the room they have to run around, but I saw 2 of them outside my housing addition, right? I pay $400 a month for a meal plan and housing. My housing is right outside the woods, right next to the woods. So I woke up one morning, looked out the window, and saw 2 deer. It's pretty cool. Not many people get to see it, though. My barn manager, Jessica, has been here for 10 summers, never once seen a deer. I'm 2nd season in, saw 2 of them like a month into it. She might have been a little jealous, not gonna lie. Now, back here, our plant life is a little more abundant than our wildlife. See, we have over 250 species of wildflower, including the Michigan State wildflower, the trillium, the Alaska State wildflower, the forget-me-not. We also have creeping myrtle and hawksweed, crepus centralis. Right, guys? Now, you got to be careful back here. You know, I highly urge you guys to come back and check out the state park on your own time. If you get the time, but be careful. Walk the trails, please, because there is a lot of poison ivy on the island. You gotta be careful. You see, poison ivy spreads very quickly. It's an active chemical ingredient called derecho in the plant. And you're walking through the state park, you get it on your leg. You scratch your leg, you get it on your hands, then you go to the bathroom and, well, things happen. I was pretty glad to find out that was just poison ivy. But you just gotta be careful out here, folks. Now, obviously our trees are much more abundant than anything else. If you hadn't noticed the trees, you need to wake up and start paying attention to my tour. But, no, you see we have birch and pine, the Michigan State tree, the white pine, sugar maple, tamarack. Now, as we're coming up here, you may notice that one of our most abundant trees on the island are cedar. Mostly white cedar, and, well, you see it right here on the right. The flat pine needles. Right, guys? And now that I've pointed out, you may notice, holy cow, Walker, it is everywhere. There's cedar. 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 See right there? Great. Now there's going to be one more plant I'm going to mention here on the island that has bloomed quite a lot in the last few days. I don't know if you want to even say bloomed. It's a berry. I don't know what the proper term for it is. But it's coming up here on the right and the left. You're going to notice these very bright red little berries on looking like a little tree bush type thing. Those are elderberries. They can be used to make pies and jams. You guys get along well with my parents. You're making wine already. But, very cool. So you have pies, jams, and wines. Very pretty little berry around the side of the road here. Great. Now, folks, we are heading up towards our first stop. It's called Arch Rock. It's a rock in the shape of an arch. It's like the big stop on the tour, the big thing people want to go and see. And here's the deal. I'm going to stop the carriage when we get out there. A man named Larry is going to come out and water my horses. I'm going to see. Beautiful. While we're stopped, you guys have 10 minutes to get off the carriage, check out the arch, use the bathrooms, whatever you need to do, take some pictures. Here's the deal, though. We're actually encouraged to give you guys only 7 minutes. I give you folks 10, because that's what I think is just enough time. Now, and it's not a very busy day, I can afford it, but that means 10 minutes is the maximum amount of time I can give you. Right? And so, I need you to be back in the carriage by 10 minutes, because that's when I leave. And if you're not back on the carriage within 10 minutes, and I leave, it's a beautiful day for a walk now, isn't it, guys? Keep that in mind. I jest a little bit, but I do not get in trouble for leaving people at the arch. I get in trouble for being late on my tour schedule. So I gotta get real blunt about it for a second. I will leave you there. I'm ruthless. So guys, as we're coming up to our truck, you may be wondering if you can pet my horses. Well, why, sure you can. Keep a few things in mind. While Bay Thunder and James are absolute sweethearts, very nice horses, they're also almost 2,000-pound creatures. They shake their heads and they stomp their feet a bit. And so